back to the five. So, Bowling, you wanted to follow up, clarify something you said earlier?
Yeah, in our last discussion about immigration, Bob had mentioned something about, do you think everyone is out there illegal mowing lawns? I didn't mean to say they're illegal. Everyone's mowing lawns is illegal.
And you know what?
I simply meant to say there's a big group of cash. There's a cash black market business going on.
It was me trying to catch you, and I did.
Well, I
know exactly what
you're a bad man, Bob. You're just a bad man.
Well, I'm outnumbered, so I thought I'd do it. So I apologize too.
Let's share the loving cup. That was beautiful. Okay, so let's go to what I think is a particularly horrifying story that came out this week. A group of atheists, accurately called American atheists, have decided to sue New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, as well as the states of New Jersey and the city of New York over this Ground Zero cross. Now, this cross was found literally within 36 hours after the attacks on 9/11. It's two pieces of the beam of one of the World Trade Center towers. There you can see it. Perfectly shaped cross, and it has stood on the site of Ground Zero for the last 10 years. Well, this group, American Atheists, is now suing to prevent this cross from being displayed at the 9/11 memorial. Bowling, you were there on 9/11 at Ground Zero working on Wall Street. Your thoughts?
No, I watched the second plane fly into the tower. I saw the towers come down. I saw friends. I saw people jumping out. It was a horrible scene. But I did also see, I saw George Bush get up on the records and say, they'll hear you. They'll hear you loud and clear, and the people who took down these buildings will hear you loud and clear. When that cross emerged, it was kind of like the symbol of hope. And that whole area was devastated. And then we saw that. And it was like, there's hope. Someone is going to look down and take care of this area. And they have. And now the atheists want to yank that. I'm outraged. I'm outraged to the anti-God agenda.
Yeah.
I mean, it fell off
that's the way that it fell.
And it happened to be standing. It happened to be standing like that. And everyone just said, "Wow!" And honestly, the teddy bears and the flowers around that thing. That thing
I guess that's right. This is such a sacred symbol on sacred ground, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I guess that's what happened when you don't believe in God. You have all this extra time because you're not praying, and you use it for unproductive things like suing about this. The fact of the matter is, the atheists are upset because it's the only religious symbol, they say. There's no other religious symbol around. That's not because it's not allowed to have another religious symbol around. I mean, I just think this is absolutely ridiculous. The atheists in New York City need to find something better to do with their time.
Greg, don't you think that Ground Zero represents a battle in this war, and the war was brought to us on 9/11 by Islamic terrorists acting in the name of their faith, but we can't put up a symbol of Christianity or Judaism or anything else?
Well, the thing is, I think we established it wasn't even a created symbol. It was an accidental symbol. So the argument that we created this cross is a bit weird. The other thing too is I have absolutely no quarrel with atheism. I think the eternal question that we all face in the loneliest parts of our night is whether there is a God or not, and people come to this decision of their own. However, this is a really, really stupid battle to fight, and I don't see these guys going to military cemeteries and going, hey, these white crosses, let's get rid of these white crosses. They're too scared to do that.
Let me let you sleep better tonight. There is a God, but this raises a bigger point. Now, I know this is going to get me into trouble, and I know you don't like me saying this, but we're all going to remember 9/11. But it was 10 years ago. Now, in the meantime, we have had the Patriot Act, which has taken away, we'll talk about that later, taken away a lot of our rights. We've closed down a lot of our buildings. We have dogs everywhere, 15 different new agencies to spy on everybody else. At some point, we got to get back to living our lives. I know it's sensitive to you, Eric, and I know you have friends that died there, but we can't keep going back to 9/11.
Bob says this because he barely remembers what happened yesterday, let alone 10
No.
years ago.
I don't diminish it at all. I'm just saying that we can't continually live our lives according to what happened on December.
We have war memorials everywhere as testaments to Americans who lost their lives in the course of war, whether in service or as civilians. So this memorial means so much to the survivors who lost loved ones, and to have this cross.
Atheists should go to camp,
we don't close down our cemetery. We don't close down the mall in Washington, which happens in where I live, and close the doors to the Supreme Court.
What is getting over, paraphrasing you, getting over the World Trade Center 9/11, what does that have to do with allowing these people to put a cross up there? I mean, this is anti-God.
I thought I'd sort of broaden it out a little bit.
God is on every single, here's a $5 bill with God we trust.
We all think there was a dumb, we all think it was a dumb idea. I just wanted to raise a bigger point, that's all.
takes it.
And by the way, you know, we should all be libertarian on this question. You know, we don't care what faith you practice, and if you choose not to believe, that's fine too. And therefore, these atheists shouldn't care about that
Don't
cross.
silence someone
Nobody
else.
was complaining either. They claimed that people would be offended, but nobody wrote any
was saying
letters.
that they were offended.
Silly.
Exactly. All right. Well, up next on the 5, how far are you willing to let the government go to invade your privacy? We're going to have the details coming up next on the 5.